So, good morning. It's Karen Davis with Roller Page Solutions, coming to you today on a Wednesday morning. It's a little bit chilly out there today, but what I noticed is in the coffee shop this morning, people were a little bit more communal. It brings people together in community when it's cold and people are scraping their cars and trying to overcome the elements. So, I enjoyed this morning immensely in spite of the cold. Today I want to talk to you about work and why we do it and why it's important, and it's more than a paycheck, and that's kind of what I wanted to discuss today. I really have a firm belief in work ethic in that I think it brings men to life, people to life. It creates the world we live in. Nothing really happens until somebody gets up and goes to work. So it's ingrained in a part of our life, part of our humanity. And so I want to talk today about why we should enjoy our work and love what we do. Our attitude towards work can actually multiply our achievements. You kind of have to get rid of that I have to work mentality and embrace your work like you want to. It's work is something your heart wants, and if it's something that your heart wants, it becomes a mission, it becomes a career, it becomes meaningful to other people in your life as well as yourself. And having that meaning in your work really gives you a sense of satisfaction that brings you great happiness. So work isn't just a chore and something you have to do. And I didn't learn to embrace this until I probably was in my early 50s when I started to realize that there wouldn't be work all the time. There wouldn't be that engagement. And so work has actually become more precious to me the closer I get to, maybe not wanting to work or not having work anymore in my life. So I also think that this approach to work that is very healthy and happy opens doors that wouldn't otherwise open doors. If you're kind of like, okay, if I have to go get those keys, if I have to put that lockbox on the door, oh, geez, it's 10 o'clock at night and here I am still in my suit. If you have that kind of self-talk, it's reflective, and people will pick up on that. If you're so engaged and happy to be doing what you're doing, people will also pick up on that. So it's an expression of who you are, and it's an expression of yourself. Also, your stamp that you put on your work becomes an expression of yourself too. As realtors, we can go online on the MLS and actually see, oh, okay, that's so-and-so's listing. They present their listings in such a way. They have it photographed and presented so that we start to recognize the footprint of each other's work. And that's putting a stamp and your own personality and your own expression into your work as well. And other than just the mundane tasks of getting work done, you can also have that creativity, that personal stamp that goes on into your work as well. I also think that work is curative. If you're lonely, go to work. If you're worried and stressed, go to work. If you're discouraged or feeling a little bit defeated, get up, go to work. I think that it can be the key as well as the cure, the key to happiness and curative to some of those human frailties that we all face. The other thing is that it's a real contribution, and don't forget that your work goes further than just that transaction. It runs through the river of people's lives, and you're making a contribution. So that's something to remember, and it's an important thing to recognize as well, that you have great contribution to everybody that you're working with. And I don't think that happiness comes from doing what we like to do. I think happiness comes from liking sometimes what we have to do and getting great satisfaction out of a job well done, even when it was difficult or not the most savory. So liking what you're doing, even amongst the nitty-gritty parts of work, is also, I think, a keystone to happiness. So today, it's all about work ethic. I really enjoy my work, and I like everybody else to enjoy their work as well. But sometimes we have to recognize that it makes us happy. So that's what this morning's vlog is about. I also have a quick book review on The Art of Living. It's by Wilfred Peterson. It's a great kind of a daily pick me up. So if there's some inspiration that you want on a daily basis, this is a good one to get a few words of inspiration, and then out we go to the work that we all enjoy. So it's Karen Davis, Wednesday morning, talking to you from Calgary, Alberta, Roller Page Solutions, and happy to coach. Give me a call should you need me, or just call me anyway for an uplift. Talk to you soon. Bye.